Hey y'all, this is Jessica with Bless Your Heart. Let's do a double ombre on a mug with a handle. We're going to start with Black Ice and Athena, both from West Texas Glitter. I've spray painted my cup with a pale pink and a slate type color. It was cold here in Texas, so the spray paint didn't turn out very well, but that's okay because we're fixing to cover it all up. We're going to use a thin layer of epoxy. We're using some chunkies, so it's a little bit thicker than normal, but still a pretty thin layer, and we're going to cover the entire cup. Don't forget that handle. We're going to start with our darkest color, which is the Black Ice, and this is the chunky, so we're just going to kind of sprinkle it on, and then we're going to tilt our cup up and hold the glitter pretty far away so we can get that waterfall effect to get that chunky to go up a little bit. I do not care if it goes all the way to the top. I think it just adds a little bit of character, but you do what you want to do because it is your design. When you get that how you want it, we're going to go in with Athena. This is a beautiful bubblegum hot pink, kind of chunky. We're going to go full coverage at that top rim, and again, hold our cup almost vertical and go in with that and hold the glitter far away so it will kind of cascade down. For my fine, I'm using Hollywood from West Texas Glitter and Black Knight from West Texas Glitter. And this is just going to go in and fill in those holes that the chunky did not cover, but we're going to do it the same way. You're going to go full coverage around the bottom, and you're going to tilt it and hold the glitter as far away as you would like. The farther away, the more fade you're going to have. So that just depends on how you want it to go. But I'm going to do the black first, and then we're going to flop it with the hot Hollywood, and we're going to do the top two. And don't forget that handle. And now we're going in with the Hollywood, full coverage at the top, and we're just going to kind of waterfall it down. Like I said, you're going to hold it almost vertical, and I'm holding my glitter pretty far away. Like I said before, I don't care if it goes all the way to the top or the bottom. It's just going to add some more character. Since I use so much chunky glitter, I am going to roll this up in parchment. It's going to be kind of tricky with that handle, but I have faith in you that you can get it done. And now for the reverse. I just took some basic electrical tape and striped it as best I could. They're probably not even, but that's okay. And I put a little bit around the top and a little bit around the bottom. We're using carbon dust and Hollywood for our reverse ombre, and I'm going to use the epoxy method for my adhesion layer. You just want to put it on all the cup. Try to avoid the electrical tape as best you can, but it's really not a big deal if you don't. But just cover the cup in epoxy, and then we're going to get into glittering it. Now we're going to start with the Hollywood at the bottom, and we're going to go full coverage. And I know that we're going to need another coat of this because that dark is so dark, but we'll make it work. And you just want to go in and ombre just like you did the other. You want to start full coverage at the bottom and tilt it as far as you want. Ideally, you want both fades to meet at the same point in the middle, but sometimes we can make that work and sometimes we can't. Then you're going to take the carbon dust and go full coverage at that top rim and do the exact same thing. Like I said with the darkers, I almost have it at a vertical just so it will cascade down as best as it will. You want your fade to look as good as possible, but like I said before, we don't go for perfection. And here's that second coat. Hopefully we get it bright enough, but you know, there's always Mod Podge and another coat if we need to. After you get all the glitter put on, you want to take off all the tape while the epoxy is still wet. That way you don't have any of those tape pieces that pull off your chunks of glitter and you have to start all over. That's never any fun. Now after another coat of epoxy and a light sanding, we're going to go in with some nail tape and just do some striping. I'm going to use a holographic black and then just a super shiny hot pink. We're going to use the black first and we're going to put it on both sides of every stripe all the way around the cup. I think this is just going to make that ombre effect kind of pop a little bit, and it's going to kind of give it a whimsical look. I'm getting very much circus vibes from this cup at this moment. I'm sure everybody has their own techniques of going around a handle. In all honesty, this is the very first cup that I've done with the handle. So this is just trial and error for me. I do know that the more you touch that nail tape, the less sticky it's going to be. So you always want to have a tail hanging. But I just went the top and the bottom, and then I went on the inside. I don't know if that's the easiest way, but that's what worked for me. And now for the hot pink. This is just a cute little strip of nail tape. I didn't even know I had this, but it goes perfect with this cup. The more I'm using this nail tape, the more I'm okay with it. But I just went, you know, all over the black like I did with the other. And then when I got to the handle, I did the top, I did the bottom, and then I did the inside. Like I said, somebody else may have a better idea. Let me know and I will gladly try it. When you get all that striping laid, just sit back and admire your work, because that took a lot. Then we're going to do a coat of epoxy, kind of seal all that stuff in. And here we are turning, some little ASMR moment there. And that's about it. And there we go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.